Every man pursues different goals and has different passions, as we all need something that gives meaning to our otherwise meaningless lives. We don't just want to be good at something, we strive for the stars at whatever we do. We want to be rich, not for the sake of being wealthy, but to buy us freedom to pursue what shall define us and what should remain as our legacy when worms begin to feast on us. But there's one thing we all strive for: a well-groomed beard. But even the best craftsman is in dire need of a tool to shape himself into a living bust. The new Braun XT5 is widely considered a copy of the Philips OneBlade, which apparently does exactly the same thing, slightly different. But that's a bloody lie. Hello and welcome to my new channel. Today I'm reviewing the new Braun XT5 and compare it to its biggest competitor, the already established Philips OneBlade. The OneBlade is a very handy, quick and dirty tool, perfect for students, IT people, or those among us who don't want to waste time and who don't overly care about looking perfect. There's a market for that. With it, there's no pulling, no tugging, it's blazing fast and it simply works. But you're not well shaved. You can clearly see lots of stubble, and depending on how often or how little you penetrate a spot, the results look just between meh and okay. The XT5 on the other hand wants to serve a completely different customer segment. One that clearly also wants to benefit from the form factor, the flexibility and speed of the OneBlade, but with a higher quality feel to it and results that resemble a proper shave. In comparison, the XT5 must be taken care of very gentle. If you try to shave with the XT5 as you would with the OneBlade, you may end up pulling out hairs instead of trimming them. For the XT5, you just have to find your speed and style. For me, it works best when you move it back and forth every now and then to prevent a blockage of the shearing mechanism caused by too much beard locked within the much more delicate blade. This might be a bummer, but the huge difference to the OneBlade is that the XT5 also shaves on the flat side of its blade, here in the middle, not only on the outer edges, and therefore is much closer to the skin. That's why the remaining stumps are almost completely shaved. Almost completely. Not like with a dedicated electric shaver, and certainly not like with a blade, but still much better than with a one blade. While you still can feel them, they remain mostly invisible, also with dark hair. It is the more delicate and somewhat higher quality device among the two. Which brings us to the actual target group, one that is very different from the Philips in my opinion. If the OneBlade is the face machete for the modern hippie, then the Braun XT5 is the modern travel shaver or the minimalist all-in-one package for someone who doesn't want to use 2 or 3 different products for shaving, trimming and contouring. Since I travel frequently, not right now, but in principle, I appreciate not having to carry an electric or wet razor and a OneBlade, let alone the eventual second power supply, should you be on the road longer than a week. Or meticulous people, or beard models. The whole nonsense about watts, cuts per second, or a detailed test about the runtime in fractions of a second, I would like to spare you here, because it hardly matters for the actual use. Approximately both run about 45 minutes. Both are 100% waterproof, can be used even under the shower, and are overall solidly built. However, there are 2 things I would like to mention. With the OneBlade, it has already happened to me twice that the mechanical plastic frame of the shaving head simply breaks over time. The Braun, with its shaving head construction of hard plastic and stainless steel, is by far more robust. In exchange, the latter develops a somewhat unpleasant heat on the blade after a very short time. This is probably due to the friction at the inner shaving mechanism that ensures a superior shave, which the OneBlade is missing. Everything comes at a price. But as a workaround, I successfully tried some beard oil. You can also give massage oil or any skin-friendly type a try, which reduces the friction and the heat development quite a bit. I also had the impression that the oil blade cuts a little easier even through bushy beard hair without getting stuck. Yet I'm not so sure if Braun would recommend this, so try it at your own risk. Both products come in very different but similar sets. The OneBlade comes with 3 to 5 attachments, respectively 4 for beard trimming and various cutting lengths, and the big set also with a body hair trimmer. The Braun comes with 6 attachments, 4 beard trimmers and 2 sizes for the body hair. The main difference of these accessories is that the Brauns are made to shave in 2 directions, while the OneBlade can only shave in 1 direction, except for the body groomer. I personally like the possibility to shave in 2 directions, so my points here clearly go to the contender. If we compare the costs, then we can get both models with a few trim adapters for roughly 40 euros. But there's a substantial price difference when it comes to the replacement blades. Here the XT5 adds an additional 75% in cost per blade. But when they hold longer than the OneBlades, yeah, it probably doesn't matter. So, what's my final take? Both the OneBlade and the Braun XT5 are pretty great inventions. But for my needs, the XT5 is clearly the winner. From now on, I only need one shaving device when I'm going to travel. Or when I'm lazy. And it looks better and feels more premium. I hope that you like this kind of non-spec review.
Nice.
If you did, leave me a like. If you would like to see more meaningful reviews or how-to videos or commentaries, subscribe and click the damn bell. Take care und macht's gut.